All right, you guys see it? You got the red dot.
I don't got any red dot. Oh,
Red
there it
dot.
is.
All right, we're recording again,
Good night, fellas.
Episode 2.
What's up?
The last one we got 80+ views, so we decided to do it again.
Oh man, going for 83 this time. Let's grow that audience.
Yeah, we got 80 last time, so if we can get 83 on episode 2, we're doing good.
Yeah.
Oh man. 88. We got 10% growth. Look at that.
Ooh, that's wild. I don't know if we can
that.
sustain that growth.
I'll take that in this market.
Yeah, I don't think it's reasonable. You know, it's.
Hey, I'm 16 and a half up right now in mine, which is crazy. Which is crazy, and it's all just me kind of like randomly picking things out there and word on the street. I'm like, okay, well, we'll just throw some money at this. Let's throw some money at this.
Yeah, why not?
Well, it's working.
Yo.
You coming out of work again then, George?
Yes, sir. You know it.
Dang, hard worker over there.
No, it's the usual, man. You know, you get to work with great ideas and expectations, and then you don't start actually working until 4 o'clock in the afternoon when all the equipment decides, oh, okay, I'll work now. Pretty much right when the shift is getting ready to change. So you're like, damn it. You got to start all over with the new shift.
So what you're saying is in the average week, you work about 5 hours.
For the whole week, huh?
Because you spend the whole morning
For the whole week.
Yeah, I wish.
Wait,
I wish. You know, it's kind of
funny.
funny.
Overestimating?
It's kind of funny because if you're working, like when I work from home, I find myself working a lot more or harder because it's all like bookkeeping and catching up on white papers that I have to write or doing data analysis. And then everybody that's working from home, you know, those non-essential folks like yourself, Tyler, you know, just like to have meetings all day. And so, you know, at some point I just got to tell you, listen, I got real shit to do. I got to keep the money machines printing money. Y'all can have meetings all day, but I'm not going to call into most of them. So yesterday I had enough. Yesterday I had enough. I grilled ribs. I grilled ribs at lunch. I was like, fuck this noise. I'm missing 2 meetings. I'm going to grill ribs.
Yo, you sound real salty though.
I'm actually not too bad because like coming to work is like a highlight these days.
Yeah.
You know.
How much do you actually work when there's actual basketball going on at lunchtime? What do you figure in there?
It depends. If I worked at my last job where I absolutely exceeded everybody, I probably only worked about 3 hours a day, maybe. But you know, I decided to be the sick bastard and go, you know what? I'd rather earn my paycheck and go somewhere super challenging, and you know, try something new. So, you know.
I got to take a second to take my shot. So one second.
There we go.
A little Hornitos.
Yo, cheers, Marcos. Cheers,
Tyler.
I'm going with some 4 Peaks Sunbrew today.
Oh, no, hold on. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
I don't know why my Zoom video's not working all of a sudden. All right, we're coming back.
I'm not sure we're going to get 53 views on this one, guys.
No. Maybe we should start with some of the topics on hand.
All right.
Let's get started.
All right. So some of the topics, you know, I sent them out to you guys. I didn't know it was going to be so difficult to come up with actual topics for an episode 2. I was sitting there like, what in the hell do I come up with? But something easy. You know, Governor Ducey just extended the order out to what, like the 15th or something like that. So what do you guys think about that? Are you in agreement? Do you think that's not enough? It's too much? What do you think?
George, you there?
There he is.
George's gone.
There he is.
I mean, time will tell. I'm way more curious to see what businesses are just like, yo, fuck these orders, we're opening anyway, because there's lots of threats about that. So like, I'm way more curious what happens like when these businesses decide to open anyway with stay-at-home orders in place, and somebody dies from coronavirus. How are they going to deal with that lawsuit? Like, oh, we have to open to make money. Are you about to get sued if somebody dies? Like, I feel like I'm just gonna grab my popcorn and just watch this happen. So.
I saw a bunch of people on my news feed. They were like barbers or nail shops, things like that they were saying, screw it, fuck it, we're opening actually on May 1st. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
They were like, we don't care what Governor Ducey says, we're just opening. I wonder what's going to happen with that.
Yeah, I'm a little bit curious too. And I think we lost George, so we can have like a real high level conversation now, like really get into it.
we don't have to take it down a notch for George.
No, we don't have to keep it simple for him. Can't wait till he watches this later. It's I mean, the stay-at-home orders make sense. They continue to make sense as we see other states open up and like have a flux of cases come in. Mm-hmm. But until then, get your popcorn and watch it. get your masks, get your popcorn, watch the shenanigans, watch all the people who are who are busy protesting the stay-at-home orders get coronavirus and end up dying. Like the lead of the protester in New York ended up dying. So yeah. Watch that.
Sorry, my dad's over here in the corner, like basically asking me, "What the heck are you doing out there?"
Tell him you're a webcam girl now.
He's like, "Did you take my bottle of tequila out there?" I'm like, "Dang it, busted! Dang it!"
Don't give it back either. Just finish it.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish.
Be like, hold on. Oh no, it's gone.
George is trying to get back in. Let me admit him.
No. Here we go. All right, fine.
Then you're like, no. George, are you there? iPhone connecting. Are you there?
Hey, yeah, all right, now I am. I was locked out of that room.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you're the person at the factory making sure all the machines are still running, because clearly you are technologically savvy, my dude.
I can't help it, man. I don't work for T-Mobile when they drop that bullshit coverage. That's on them. Hashtag fuck you, T-Mobile.
Yeah, just last week it was like, yeah, T-Mobile, so much better. Fuck you.
I was just gonna say he was bragging about T-Mobile last week.
You know what? It's a love-hate relationship.
Yo, if you could switch like that, you should run for president. You'd make perfect president.
Well, I mean, at least I'm not saying inject bleach in your fucking arms. So.
Have you tried it? Come on, man.
Yeah. Have you tried it? Before you shit on it, have you tried it?
No, I'm good. You know what? I'm going to take this around the street. That's a bad idea.
Yeah, you probably didn't do the Tide Pod challenge either. Soft.
Yeah, I'm soft.
Yeah? Sad.
So the last thing I heard was something about Governor Ducey taking a shit or like delaying things for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Is that what you guys thought?
Yeah, we got Tyler's thoughts. What are your thoughts on the extension? You think it's too much? You think it's not enough? What do you think?
I mean, me personally, I'm over it, but I mean, I understand it's the right thing to do. So let's do that. I don't know about his phased response. Who the hell knows what these people are thinking? Yeah, I guess we're gonna stay in for another 2 weeks.
Yeah. And you've heard of the businesses that are wanting to open up despite what he says. They're just like, screw you, Ducey.
Oh, I hope they do. I hope they do. I hope they do, because I'm like salivating, waiting to see the cops start kicking in some doors. I want to see that $2,500 fine they're going to call with, which is nothing. But the 6 months of jail time, how you going to run your business now, pal? How you going to run your business in 6 months in jail?
Yeah, I had a similar reaction. Like, I want to get the popcorn and just watch this, but my reaction was like, I'm going to watch somebody dies of coronavirus, and then they get sued for opening up when there are stay-at-home orders.
Yep.
They're done.
Yep. Which is kind of ironic, because Trump did this whole executive order, Wartime Powers Act bullshit on the people that work at the food processing facilities, and said that there's no they're waiving liability. Now imagine the situation that you're in. First of all, most of those people that work there are overwhelmingly black or Hispanic. Okay. The other piece of it is that if you're working at a food processing plant, let's be honest, you're not flush with cash. All right. That's not like a dream job for a lot of people. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's a couple out there that want to do that, and that's all they want to do is process meat. Good for you. Not my shtick. But you can't quit your job. They're asking you to go to work, run the risk of getting sick, run the risk of not only you getting sick and possibly dying,
but also bringing that shit somewhere else and spreading it and maybe indirectly killing somebody else.
Thank you very much.
Just so you can have a steak? Eat a fucking salad.
Bro, fuck you. Give me my steak.
Eat a salad. Like, it's stupid. It's absolutely stupid. Get it under control. There's no methodology whatsoever on how they're going to check people out. And they can't quit because they don't get unemployment insurance. So it's a total, like, you know what? You're my slaves. Go to work. Crack the whip.
Welcome to America.
One quick observation, George. Are you hoping that it's not the Scottsdale pool parties that open up because you're not in shape? You're not ready?
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready now. I'm ready.
Yeah,
now.
lifting,
But no, I mean, I don't think there's any way anybody's going to a pool party this summer unless it's at La Casa. That's pretty much it.
So when you holding a pool party, bro?
I think my birthday.
All right,
I think I'm going to have people over. A small group.
10 and under?
Oh, shit, I got my kids. Yeah, it's going to be a kid-friendly party.
Oh, dang.
I mean, until they go to bed.
They're going to bed at 6:30 that night, huh?
Man, none of these kids going to bed, man. It's like summertime. They just got to stop for a couple hours and do homework every day. These kids got it easy, man.
That's nice. So I wanted to, I know that a good subject for you guys is Donald Trump. So
that's George's favorite person right there.
Yeah, right?
Man.
Right. So
idol worship. Like that is his boy.
Did this coronavirus, did it affect his ability to get reelected? Or do you think it made no difference? What do you think? We'll start with George. What do you think, George?
You wait for me to pop off. Let me tell you what. The coronavirus has nothing to do with Trump getting elected or not. Trump's response to this has everything to do with whether or not he gets reelected. Now, I don't think he was going to get reelected to begin with. I thought that it would be close because, you know, there's a lot of people that go out there and vote against their self-interest. I'll keep it as clean as I could possibly be because, you know, this will go on the internet, and I don't need somebody coming up in a suit here, but asking me no motherfucking questions, okay? Because someone is going to get fucking slapped real quick to come up to my house. I'll tell you that. One tell that. Right? So anyway, I don't think he's going to get reelected. I don't think he is. I think he's a scumbag. I think he's going to lose. I think it's very obvious when you have someone that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing up there. The guy's whole claim to fame was, oh, my economy's great. And honestly, it wasn't. It wasn't that great. Middle class income wasn't going up. The little tax cut he gave was bullshit. This freaking CARES Act is a fucking boondoggle. The goddamn Lakers got a fucking small business loan or a small business grant. How the fuck do they need money? You're the Lakers. Are you kidding me? The Suns, yeah, they probably could use it. You know? They could fucking use it.
Hey.
You know,
What did the Suns do to you? That is your West Coast team, George. That is your West Coast team.
And my East Coast team is the Knicks. So basically, I have no NBA season.
Hey, go Heat. Go Heat.
You got some titles. You got some titles, Tyler.
You got some titles for sure. How the Knicks doing? Do you enjoy watching all the titles the Knicks are winning, George? Because come on.
I enjoy all the drama that is the New York Knicks front office. That I do enjoy.
Hey, is Booker getting it in with what's her face from the Kardashian crew? What's going on there?
Everybody
who's
is.
Not? Who's
Everybody
not? Yeah, who's not?
Everybody is.
Everybody
Unscripted.
Is.
We all have the same reaction.
Yeah. Please, you kidding me? That bitch got a fucking punch card.
Punch card.
Wow. That's
like,
beautiful.
Sitting in the deli, bro. You just grab that number. Now serving number 23. Now serving number 23.
Michael Jordan, number 23. You're
24,
up.
24. That's it. I don't think Michael will smash that. He's like, whatever, kid. You can't handle me.
So Tyler, then let's get back to the Donald Trump talk. Then, what do you think, Tyler?
I was pretty vocal saying that in the last election, when the Democrats rigged it and were told by a federal judge, like, yeah, that's okay to disenfranchise all your primary voters and just rig it anyway, and refuse to allow Sanders to run for president under the Democratic, as a Democrat and have Hillary instead, like, then they screwed themselves. This time, they did something similar. They're trying to do similar things to make sure that Biden gets the nominee instead of Sanders. And I think that's when they lost the election. Because, are you going to grab her by the pussy, or are you going to stick your fingers up in it? Because that's what Tara Reid says Biden did. So, I mean, innocent till proven guilty and all that, but it's not a good look. It's not a good look. Biden's just, I don't know, dude is creepy.
Honestly, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be the dude here, and I'm a supporter. Hashtag me too, and all that. I hear you. 30 years, bro. 30 years. When he was running for vice president, nothing was said. Nothing. How long ago was that? 4 years? 4 years ago, she couldn't even say nothing. 8 years ago, on the second term, couldn't say nothing. 12 years ago, when he was running, couldn't say nothing. Now, all of a sudden, I had a change of heart. Meanwhile, everybody else in office says they never heard nothing. Now, listen, everybody's got a chance to be heard. I get it. The timing to me, woo, stakes to high heaven.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. That was the same argument, though, for Brett Kavanaugh and him being accused. And when he was nominated to the Supreme Court.
But in today's day, I mean, we could go back to Clarence Thomas, all right?
Anita Hill.
Right? Anita Hill, right? So let's just be very clear here. People are outraged that this has happened a lot, and at the end of the day, nothing happens. So let's not act like it's anything different. It's the same old. Those old people up there, they've been running that game for 30, 40 years.
No. Because you know what? Perception is reality. You watch some creepy Joe Biden clips, like, dude is just like creeping over senators' daughters, like sexual allegations against him. Like, perception is reality. You see that? Do you want to vote for him? Do you really?
Didn't Trump talk about didn't Trump say he'd bang his daughter?
I mean, he tried.
He banged his daughter?
No, he didn't say he banged his daughter. He said, one, that she was growing in some nice tits. He mentioned how voluptuous she was getting. Two, that he would date her. He's like, oh yeah, if she was my daughter, I'd date her. And I don't know what other stuff he said about her. And there's more. Look it up.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did I miss that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
so, but you're telling me, like,
and
perception-wise, a dude who's like creeping on women has sexual allegations against him. Another dude who has like 8 women coming forward, sexual allegations against him. That's gonna drive voters to want to come out and vote. Nope. Trump won the election already when Biden was given the nomination.
Dude, I don't know, man. A lot of independents are pissed off. The economy is in the toilet right now. I mean, his whole thing was what? He's going to lock up Mexicans, build a wall, spend a bunch of money that didn't do dick, bitch and complain about China, start a trade war that hasn't done anything, mismanage the coronavirus. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. Disenfranchising black people. Hey, there's good people on both sides of a freaking racist rally. I mean, dude, honestly, hey, you know what? At the end of the day, the country deserves what it gets. Y'all like that? Vote for him. You don't like Biden and you decide not to vote for him, you know what you did? You voted for Trump. So either way, don't give me this shit about, oh, well, Biden has this and Trump has this. Just vote what you want to sit down and believe in. If you sit down and you believe, oh, well, illegal Mexicans are the reason why the country's in the toilet and I want a wall that does absolutely nothing, hey, man, vote for that. If you want to vote for an economy that's going to be better, if you're going to want to give people an opportunity here, regardless of race, religion, creed, I can give 2 shits if someone's Muslim. That doesn't affect my day-to-day. And let's be honest, Mexicans ain't coming over here and being heart surgeons. They're coming over here to have a better opportunity for their children, not even for them, for their children. So, yeah, they come here to do the jobs the Americans don't want to do. We tried it. Ask some farmers how hard it is to get a white man over here in America to go do some work in a field. They ain't filling them jobs, player. They ain't filling them. But you know who is? Guatemalans, Nicaraguans, people from El Salvador, Mexicans. They're all coming over here and hustling.
What about the Boricuas?
We're already U.S. citizens, baby. We get that blue passport at birth. Bam.
You got the free pass or what?
We get the free pass, but mind you, if you live in Puerto Rico, after All you get is some fucking paper towels. That's all you get.
Do you get any coronavirus testing?
No. Donald
Nope.
Trump's quote was, well, it's really hard to get to because it's surrounded by water.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That was his
what a-
fucking quote. Like,
those Hawaii-
we haven't
those
discovered
Hawaii-
air travel yet. I don't know.
Yeah, the U.S. Navy can't get there. It's too fucking far.
Yeah. No shit.
There's a fucking base in Jacksonville, for Christ's sake. They can't get there. There's a fucking base in Guantanamo. They can't get go around the island. Woo, there we go.
All that water, bro. All that water. Gotta
You
watch
know,
out for it.
it's a lot
Haven't
of
you seen
water.
like War of the Worlds? Allergic to water.
They are. That's what brought them down.
Okay, yo, George, you went on a beautiful rant and all of that. And
Yeah, he did.
I'm not gonna say that you're wrong at all, but I don't really feel like you're addressing the point. Like Donald
Did you
Trump.
roll the tape back? Did you roll the tape back from last week also, Marcos? We got to roll the tape back.
Yeah, we rolled it back and decided you're a bitch.
I'll have to
Honestly,
roll it back
was,
again.
was sad.
There you go.
No, but like, yo,
What is that?
Okay.
I think he's getting reelected.
yo, let's say Donald Trump goes out right now, finds a puppy, and just shoots it in the head. Blah! You think any of his supporters are not going to vote for him? Hell no, they'll still vote for him. Let's say Donald Trump goes out and like literally nukes Kansas City, just fucking drops a nuclear bomb. His supporters will still vote for him, and they'll rationalize it because it's idol worship. It's just like, oh, well, he must have this reason, that reason, and it was probably the Democrats and the deep state and the Illuminati, right? Like, they're still going to vote for him. But, like, it's not about, like, what Donald Trump does or does not do. It's about what the Democrats can offer. And if all the Democrats can offer is some creepy old, like, pervert who challenges voters to fights every time he's out in public, oh, you want to go outside? We can take this outside. Like, yo, like, he can't get a full sentence out. We're idiots. The three of us, we're stupid. We're idiots. We can get full sentences out. So what does that say about Joe Biden? Like, come on, man. For real. Like, if that's all the Democrats can offer, I'm not inspired to go vote for him. Hell no. Sanders? I would have been inspired to vote for Bernie Sanders. That's somebody who, like, has ideas, who believes in what he says. That's not like some lawyer who's, like, just trying to keep things just a little bit in order to get elected and put the right image forth. No, Bernie Sanders believes in what he says. Like, that's somebody who's inspiring you can vote for. But yo, Biden, no, not a chance. Like, how is Biden inspiring? The only inspiration is, well, we don't want Trump. That's it. That's the only argument for voting for Biden is, we don't want Trump.
I disagree. I mean, he's got some policy issues that I do agree with, and some that I disagree with. But I think him and Bernie actually linking up, and him bringing Bernie on board, I think we got a better chance of moving a more progressive agenda than we currently have with old Donald J. Trump.
Yeah,
And
of course.
you know, and
Absolutely.
I think with Bernie there helping out Biden, I kind of like it. I got the best. I got a little bit of Obama's policies in there, and I got some of the things that Bernie is saying. Now, Bernie, this country ain't ready for a freaking democratic socialist at all. You know why? Because he said socialist.
Because this country is socialist. It's a corporate socialist country where we just redistribute the money out to the corporations.
You're not allowed to talk about such things, Tyler.
Oh, sorry.
You're not allowed to talk about such things. You're going to have somebody with an earpiece in your front door knocking on your door.
Major oil companies paying
Calling
millions of dollars in taxes. I'm sorry. I won't mention it.
Hey, you know, the airlines need a bailout for this. All those stock buybacks is what ruined them. Oh, by the way, here's some Venezuelan rum.
Hey,
Right
welcome
here,
to the party where the players play.
You know?
Oh, dang. That looks good.
You like that?
How's it taste? How's it taste?
Good.
God Yo, I need to
It's
get
gonna
something
taste
better than a beer out of my liquor
delicious.
cabinet.
Ooh, I think that's a little. I think this one might be a little high.
That looks,
Nah, it's
that
fine,
looks
bro.
good. That looks good, brother.
I need it.
Let's take. Oh, where's Tyler at? We need to take a cheers. There you
Wait,
are,
it
It
Tyler.
is your birthday. It's
Let
your
me
birthday.
pour
It's your
myself
birthday.
a glass here,
Yeah.
all right?
Oh yeah, it is my birthday.
me
Let's
that.
take a cheers to my birthday.
Oh my God, happy birthday, Marcos.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much,
All
sir.
right.
I turned 21 today.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Take
Yes,
that hat
sir.
off. Let me see that full 21-year-old head of hair.
You know what's funny right there is that's the only basketball hoop that Tyler can actually make a basket in.
Bro, I can't even I can't even with that. That hoop is so hard.
Where you at, Tyler? Let's take this drink to my birthday.
Yo, hold up. I'm getting the good alcohol for your birthday drink.
Oh hell
I can't do you wrong. Come on.
I'm making myself an old fashioned here. Hold on. I'm making myself an old
Oh
fashioned.
heck! Now we gotta wait for George to make his old fashioned.
This is easy. You're lucky I ain't going all extra. Oh yeah, I can't go. I don't have any oranges.
George, you always go all extra.
I got my shot of tequila like normal.
Waiting for you, bro. I got my Balvenie. Tasks.
All right.
Caribbean.
Salud, gentlemen.
All right.
Happy birthday,
Felicidades, Marcos.
Thank you
Salud.
very much, guys. Cheers. Oh, it went down smooth.
It's a good stuff. As always. As always.
So, all right. So we'll get back to it. So, are you guys saying that Bernie Sanders is your guy? Both of you? What are you guys saying?
No, Biden was my guy.
I mean, George likes the creepers. We've always known that. But
They make me seem like a much better person in comparison.
yeah,
So it's not too
exactly.
bad. You know,
Bernie Sanders is an ideologue.
it's like
the man has vision and it's inspiring. And like whether or not you agree with him, you can't argue that. And
there was a lot of other inspiring people out there too. You know, I'm going to be honest with you.
Don't go Godwin's law.
Stalin
Godwin's
was very.
law.
Stalin was very inspirational. You know, he had a large following as well. He had a lot of people we buried too. But you know, we're just splitting hairs.
Hey,
Anybody
would he be
else you wanna mention?
I'll agree with Tyler. I will absolutely agree with you on this. But Bernie Sanders was able to excite the young people.
Yeah.
He was exciting. He had great idea. Listen, I got a big fat student loan payment that's due. Fortunately for me, I got a job that allows me to pay it back in about 30 years. Maybe.
How old are you going to be in 30 years, George? How old are you going to be in 30 years?
Dead. But the good thing is it doesn't pass on to your children. So that's a good thing.
That is
and
a
like
good thing.
most
Until they
Americans
change
that have
that.
student,
Until they change
and like,
that.
well, yeah, until they change it, because most Americans actually never pay back their student, believe it or not. So the funny thing about it is that little tax break that Donald Trump gave us, 2 years ago, whatever the fuck, he honestly could have forgiven the whole student loan debt for the country. And this is what kicks me in the ass. The people that have paid off their student loans bitch about it. Oh, well, we paid it off and we're getting screwed. I don't want to hear about your bullshit. I'm paying for these baby boomers' bullshit wars, their nonsense, their motherfucking retirement, okay, with the Social Security that I ain't going to get a goddamn thing for. And you're bitching about loan forgiveness. How much are you old fucks going to take? You just take and take and take. Stop it with the bullshit. And even then, you know what? You could have given them like a $25,000 tax credit and given everybody else complete student loan forgiveness. And we still would have came up on top if you would have reduced the fucking military budget by 1%.
George,
I mean, it's insane.
George, you have it all wrong though. Like, how are you going to get the money away from the poor people and to the rich people with that plan? That's the opposite of what your goal is.
Alexa,
get your head in the game, bro. I mean, that was the whole tax cut plan. We're going to give tax cuts. The economy's going to grow. It's going to be great. We're going to be bigly winning. All those tax cuts on all the middle class and everybody else, they expire.
Did you
the tax cuts on all the rich people and corporations? Forever.
Well, and that's the fucking funny thing about it is that
the goal is to get money to rich people. Get on board. Get on board.
You need to get on board. You need to get on board. I think the lighting out here is not optimal for my my beach body shape. So I'll just sit over here in the darkness and.
You mean the lighting's not optimal because there's lighting?
Yeah. Hey,
just turn the light on.
There was another topic we were gonna discuss, and it had to do with birthdays during COVID. And you're the birthday boy, Marcos. So yeah, is it a Mia birthday, or you kind of like okay with it?
Man, I just turned 41, so you know what? I still feel good, but 41 is a big number to me. So I don't know how I feel about all I know is I wish there was a bar open tonight because I would be getting turned up right now.
All I know is I'd be buying you shots. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
yes.
go.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely something. Yeah, mine's coming up the 23rd. This Ducey order is going to go to the 15th.
The
That
15th.
when it's
That's
over.
what it is right now, yeah, with phased in.
You know, I got my kids the 23rd, so I'm not going to throw a big bash, but I may throw it the weekend after. And my big bash means maybe I have 10 people over, whatever the law is going to allow us to have, and have some drinks, grill some food, and that's it. You know, I mean,
If it expires,
it's not going to be Columbia. It's not going to be Columbia, Tyler.
Oh man,
Your last birthday was amazing. Best birthday ever.
Don't bring up Columbia because I missed it.
Yeah, Marcos, why'd you miss it anyway? What's up with that? Let's talk.
I have no good excuse, but after hearing the stories, I'm very regretful.
You missed it.
And we will not discuss any of those. We would not.
I missed all the times you guys visited the church, and I missed all the volunteering you did to help the poor over there. I missed all that.
It was a lot. It was a lot. We went over as like bringers of goodwill. You know?
Right.
It was a missionary trip. It was a missionary trip.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Although I will say this, the fortress was amazing, and the old city was cool, and the food was really good and really cheap. I would say that it was good.
The ceviche in South America, they have different limes down there than we get up here in North America, and it's just so delicious.
They're not Mexican limes.
Speaking of ceviche, my mom made me ceviche tostada, so I'm living it up.
Oh, come on.
So hungry for that, bro.
That looks so good.
Oh my God.
Yo, if you get a knock on your door in about half an hour, that's me.
Just leave it at the doorstep. I don't want to catch COVID.
That's like Domino's Pizza, man. They delivered pizza to me yesterday. They left it on the doorstep. I'm like, what the hell?
Touchless delivery, bro. The wave of the future.
That's what it was.
You
I'm like,
never have to interact with nobody.
I'm like, I can't believe you put my pizza in the dirt. Really?
Yeah. Eat that.
Maybe if you didn't live in a trailer park, it wouldn't be in the dirt. But it is what it is. It is what it is.
All right, where did we leave off?
Yeah, I gotta be honest.
We're ranting about Trump getting reelected.
Who was where were we? What were we ranting about, or what was George ranting about? I should say.
About Biden and Trump getting reelected. We can go on to the next topic now. Oh, George was bringing up birthdays.
I'm over. Yeah,
birthdays.
It was your birthday.
He was asked about birthdays and COVID-19.
Oh, yeah, we're talking
your birthday.
Right.
So I mean, honestly, how bummed are you? Was it mostly? Is it just your family thing? Is that all you're doing? It's just family mostly, and just is that it? Is that basically all you're doing for your birthday, Marcos? I mean,
I'm just over here at my parents' house drinking some shots of tequila, and that's about it. Trying to social distance and all that good stuff. But as soon as this is over, we need to get together, man. We need to get together, and we need to go to the bar. We need to go somewhere and get fucked up.
I wonder if the cops are going to allow us to drink socially in parking lots at like the gas station. Like, is that going to be acceptable now?
Drinking
so long as we don't have gatherings over the 10.
Circle K. That's where it's at.
That's like high school.
That's classy.
That's classy.
Yeah.
Back in my day, St. Ides Special Brew.
Oh, St. Ides. I used to drink that.
Remember that malt? Woo! That was the shit.
That was some terrible stuff. Got me drunk.
Oh
my God. It's like Cisco. Remember that shit? Or Mad Dog? Oh.
Everclear? You remember Everclear?
Oh yeah,
I remember Everclear
for sure. I remember vodka in like plastic bottles that just like hurts you the next day.
It hurt that at the moment you drank it.
What am I doing to my body? What choices have I made at such a young age?
Exactly. Yeah. Hey, but I wish I was back there though. That at that young age, it was good times.
Yeah, it was.
I remember when I left Florida, right? And I was at a magnet school, right? So they bussed us into this, primarily like kind of like urban, environment of school. It was mostly ethnic instead of
urban. So minority is what you mean.
Minority, yeah, minority.
So
mostly
Tyler
African American.
Tyler wouldn't have been there, right?
There were a few. Tyler's got a somewhat of a dark soul, so you know he might have made it.
That's fair.
You know,
That's fair.
he might have made it.
facts.
But no, I remember the first time I saw this drink. I went to college, so I'm at school at Penn State, and I saw people taking those the fuck was that clear like beer or something? It was like the it was
Zima?
yeah, Zima. Zima, it was the
Zima.
White Claw of its time, and they dropped
Wow.
those little Jolly Rancher candies in there. Remember that shit? And you're like, what the fuck? The fuck is this?
Wow. Zima. I haven't heard
Remember
that in
that
a long time.
I know, right?
Do they even make that shit anymore? I don't even know.
I don't know. I don't know how they couldn't go out of business. That stuff was shit. That was absolute trash.
Yeah, that was trash. Even if they made it, I can't imagine anyone's buying it.
Yo, speaking of young people, by the way, and being younger, I feel more bad for all the kids whose birthdays are right now. Like, yo, it's your 10th birthday, it's your 16th birthday, it's your high school graduation. Like, these are like big parts of your formative years and your social distancing.
I
Like,
feel
yo,
zero
Marcos,
sympathy. Zero.
No, Marcos, I feel zero sympathy for you because I mean we're all old. We've all had birthdays. Where are I? You can man up. You can man up. Don't be a bitch.
I'm all right. Hey, I'm
But
having my
I
shots of
feel-
tequila.
Yeah, I feel bad for these kids, man. I feel bad that they're missing out on a lot of the really formative life experiences.
I mean, look, I'll look at it. Yeah, does it suck? Sure. I mean, but let's be honest, Tyler. I mean, if going back at your age, I mean, now granted, most people aren't going to have a PhD, right? I mean, at least in something as useless as physics.
Hey, fuck you.
but-
my PhD is real useful. Real useful.
Right. So anyway, I got you a job. So anyway, but I mean, let's just be.
Yeah, I saw that job posting you sent me. Yo, the last line of like, it requires lots of travel and a ton of personal flexibility. It means like, yo, we need you to be our bitch on just like call at any moment. You're gonna drop everything and come in.
Any moment. You got to read those job descriptions. You got to know that comes with wisdom.
Yep.
No, I mean, let's be honest. Like, I mean, do you really remember your high school graduation?
Actually, yeah, I do.
Actually, I
You
do
do?
remember mine.
Really?
I had a blast,
I mean,
bro. I had a blast on my high school graduation night. So much fun.
Oh, after, absolutely.
Yeah.
But the graduation itself,
Yeah, I remember walking across the stage, receiving my diploma. Yeah. My main memories are the parties after, definitely.
Yeah.
Right. That's the thing. It's the party. So let's not, all the life experiences of walking across the stage. Honestly, as life goes on, you're like, that was so, well, yeah, okay, great. It's for my parents, really. Like, they made it, right? I got my kid through high school.
No.
That's
You're
great.
biased. You're biased because you've had it. But if you never had that, you're like, I wonder what
I'm just
missed.
I'm just talking about like as time goes on, right? Like, I mean, as you get older, you realize that those little ceremonies and things, I mean, great and all at the moment, but they really don't define the achievements that you made in your life. I mean, you've gotten through high school. That's great. I mean, there's a lot of people that don't get through high school. And, congratulations. Now, what are you going to do with it afterwards, right? You're going to build your life on top of that, right? You have some lessons that you've learned in high school, some lessons that you've learned in life, and you're going to move on. And as you get older, things are going to be more important to you, right? Getting that bachelor's degree is going to be important to you. Getting your HVAC license is going to be important to you. I mean, things that whatever leads you, your journey along the way and the accomplishments that you're going to make way past 18 years old or 17 years old, whatever it is you graduate. Some people graduate early, some people graduate late, some people get a GED. But the accomplishments you have in your life, the things that you do in your life are way more important than any ceremony in your life. And while it may don't have it, the important thing to remember is, what are you going to do with your life? What kind of impact are you going to make? What kind of opportunities that exist for you? What kind of opportunities don't exist for you? How are you going to hustle and make something? I think ultimately that's what really matters, not some bullshit walking across the stage ceremony. Yeah, it sucks. Great. You know what parents do? They throw a little celebration at the house. They put things on their car. Happy, graduation. I walk around the neighborhood here. I see class of 2020 signs in the lawn. And you know what? At the end of the day, hey, the family's doing something. To be honest with you, if my kid was a high school senior right now and they were supposed to graduate and they didn't have it, I'd be like, you know what, son? You know what, daughter? We can't go out. We can't do nothing. Cheers. Let's have ourselves a drink and sit around the house and have a good fucking time. I'm proud of you. And that's what I would do, and that to me as a kid, as someone that's graduating, that says, hey, I'm an adult. I'm sitting here with my parents. I've done it. I've made it through. What's the next step? That to me is important. Now, for people that are graduating out of college, yeah, it sucks.
You're getting real Dalai Lama on us with like this wisdom of life, But I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't give a fuck about wisdom of life. If I'm at my age even, and I'm looking back at my high school graduation, and all I got was my parents being like, "Hey, let's have a good time together," I'd have been like,
"It's gonna end. It's gonna end, man." Let's do shits about walking across the stage, like Marcos. You remember the parties, and there's gonna be plenty of time for parties. There's gonna be plenty of time for that. It just sucks right now. Hey, things happen, man. Things happen all the time. Life goes on. You gotta dwell on it. Sucks. You gotta keep that shit in perspective.
So wise. So wise. Honestly, you're
That's
touching
my
soul
soapbox
right now, George.
Let's bring it back down to the
soul.
gutter. Let's bring it back down to the gutter again. Let's talk about something completely stupid.
Go for it. Talk about something dumb. Bring something up.
Yo, talk about the Knicks again. They're stupid.
You know what? Let me talk about something that I haven't seen, and I'm ashamed. I haven't seen that Jordan documentary yet.
So good. So
really?
Good. It's all the Bulls. It's the Last Dance. It's all the Bulls. It's Phil Jackson, Dennis Rodman, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen. Like it's good. If you don't like basketball, it's a really interesting look into the life and the mechanics of everything that was going on.
I heard the Rodman episode was fire.
Yeah, Rodman is just
when Carmen Electra showed up, it was fire.
Inspiring. Yeah, it was.
Oh, she's done.
She was wearing.
What? I gotta see this. I gotta see this episode. Man, Carmen Electra was something back in the day. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen her in forever. She's still around. She's still alive.
She was a very
we all just
finished
puberty when Carmen. We all just finished puberty when Carmen Electra was big. So like she was a crush for everybody.
Oh yeah, please.
She was slightly attractive, I will admit.
Oh, okay. Okay. Play it cool, man. Play it cool.
Right? But listen, I didn't enjoy that. Yeah. I didn't enjoy that Bulls documentary as much as you guys did, because they showed my sons get whooped by the Bulls in 92, 93. That's a little bit of a touchy situation for me.
Who the fuck weren't the Bulls like absolutely destroying other than the Pistons in the beginning?
And eventually they destroyed them too.
They did destroy the Pistons.
Yeah.
That's true.
They destroyed them so bad the Pistons just walked off.
They walked off. Yeah. Like
Isaiah Thomas is still all sensitive about it today. Have you seen his interviews from today? He's all sensitive.
Michael Jordan is still all sensitive about it. Oh, he's an asshole. He's an asshole.
That's true. He is too. Yeah, that is really.
Yeah, he's still pissed.
Let's be honest. Nobody likes Isaiah Thomas. Nobody likes Isaiah Thomas.
From the Knicks. Nobody from the Knicks likes Isaiah Thomas.
I don't think anybody on the Bulls likes Isaiah Thomas. I don't think anybody from Boston likes Isaiah Thomas. I don't think anybody in the league likes Isaiah Thomas. Hell, he went to FIU and coached there. There were kids that have no idea who the hell Isaiah Thomas was, and they were booing the shit out of him. He just looks like a douchebag. And he acts like one.
Isn't he going to be like 69? 69 years old? Is that how old he is?
Really?
I thought I heard that earlier online. I could be wrong, but that's old.
In the early 80s, he was coming in the league, right?
Right. His prime was like
40 years ago now. If he was coming in his 20s, that's 40 years ago. So
60?
Maybe.
How old is Barkley?
I mean, he's old.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He's still entertaining, though. Barkley is entertaining.
Barkley's fantastic. That man needs to stay on TV forever. Now, Shaq,
Shaq's entertaining.
I saw Barkley at a club in Scottsdale one time. That dude had every single woman around him the entire time.
Barkley?
Believe it. Charles Barkley.
You're mad, huh? You're real mad, huh?
It was a club called Barcelona. Man, he had everybody in the palm of his hand. I was a little envious, I got to be honest.
I saw Dennis Rodman one time. I was at this bar, like Monkey Club or some shit like that down in Palm Beach.
Gay bar.
let me tell you, it might as well have been at that point because
Hey,
Rodman came on
Dennis
in.
Rodman was there.
Rodman came on in. I mean, full like velvet fucking cowboy hat, all pierced up. This is
Fire.
after obviously he played, right?
Fire.
That dude came in with like an entourage,
That's so awesome.
and every single chick was just like fucking moth to the flame around Rodman. It was crazy. And he just left. Like he was there, he hung out for a little bit, got a table, had some drinks, and then took all the talent with him. And that bar went after that night. It was like, oh, might as well leave. And you knew it was Dennis. I mean, everybody knew it was Dennis Rodman. There's no way of confusing who the fuck Dennis Rodman is, right? I mean, no way you can't be like, oh, who the fuck is that? It's Dennis fucking Rodman.
He took all the talent. What a selfish guy.
I know, right? Jeez. At least he could have shared, Jesus.
Have you run into any celebrities, Tyler?
Yeah, I've ran into plenty. My mom's a DJ, or was a DJ for years and years and years, and she would interview the celebrities when they came through and stuff. So I think my favorite celebrity story is when fucking Screech from Saved by the Bell came through. My mom interviewed him, and he was all like, Screech. Dustin
Really?
Diamond came through, and my mom was interviewing him, and then afterwards he's like, so, what you doing tonight? And my mom was like, no. No, I want none of it.
Screech trying to hit up on your mom?
Yeah, for real.
A funnier story to be like, Screech banged your mom. I don't think you get over that shit. I don't know how you would get over that. That would be
No.
unbelievably awful.
No.
Awful.
It'd be awful.
It would have to. It would have to happen at Bayside, right? The high school they went to.
The Bayside High School.
Mr. Belding's looking on in the corner, wearing a Superman outfit. Wait, what am I talking about here? No. Okay, next subject.
That's Tyler's dreams. We're going right into his dark mind.
I ran into Ric Flair at the Golden Nugget in Las Vegas one time.
Really?
I ran into Ric Flair, and he was by himself at the bar. We were watching the Super Bowl. I was with my girlfriend when the 49ers, they played the Baltimore Ravens. I can't remember what year. It must have been like 2012, one of those. I can't remember.
Oh, you're talking about the year that they lost power at the Mercedes
That's
Stadium
the one.
down in New Orleans?
That's the one.
That year? Yeah, I remember that one.
And Ric Flair hit on my girlfriend and told her that if my girlfriend went back to the room with him, that she would get the 12-inch. She would get the 12-inch Anaconda from Ric Flair. That's what he told her.
So,
wow.
What happened? Did she go back with him? Finish the story.
Hey, I'm not going to tell you what happened, but I drove home by myself. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but I couldn't believe Ric Flair hit on my girlfriend. I was like, wow, that's crazy.
When he was done, did he do the woo?
Listen, to her credit, she turned him down. But I was like, wow, that's Ric Flair.
Classy gal.
I was like, maybe you should.
It's Ric Flair.
All right. I had a couple other topics on the agenda here. Nothing
okay.
Kind of along the lines of Ric Flair, I guess, but did you guys see the video where CD Lamb pulled the phone away from his girlfriend live on national TV?
I haven't clicked the link, and so you have to explain that to me. What the hell happened?
Have you seen it, Tyler?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, literally, the guy I think he was getting drafted at the time, right? Like they were announcing his name or something.
Yep,
they were like reaches over and tries to get his phone so that she can look at it, and he snatches it out of her hand and pulls it back like, you ain't looking at my phone.
Yo, respect me, my space, my property, respect me. Don't just be like, oh, it's mine. Nah, no.
You think it was his
same thing?
Do you think it was his side piece sending him a congratulations text on the night of his big night?
I do.
I hope so. I hope so.
That's immediately where my mind just went. Like, oh, he's got a Sancha on the side for sure.
Yeah. I mean, probably a dozen, but still respect me. Don't be
Right? I was
snatching my
like,
phone.
She has no
yeah.
business. She has no business touching his phone. None whatsoever. She paid for that phone. Even if she did, it's his phone.
Facts.
It is his phone. That's
Shit,
for
I'm
sure.
sure he didn't pay for his phone. It's his phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Mind your
All right,
business.
I got
was
one
funny,
more.
though. That was funny. Way better than the rest of the draft. We don't need to talk about the rest of the draft and anything the Packers did because
See, that's what the next topic was talking about the Packers draft. Tyler, please expound what the Packers were doing during the 2020 NFL draft, please.
honestly, I think they were just giving a big fuck you to Aaron Rodgers. We're not going to draft a receiver. We're going to draft a quarterback. And
Right.
then in the second round, we already drafted in the first round one position player where we already have an all-pro. Let's do it again and draft a running back where we have Aaron Jones, who for a while was leading the NFL in touchdowns. And let's draft that too, just to make sure that our first 2 rounds draft picks don't get to play at all and don't get to see the field because fuck you, Aaron Rodgers. Like that's all I can think the Packers did. Like, oh, we're looking at the future and you can't think you're a player away from the Super Bowl. So, you know, that's a losing mentality to think you're a player away. Like you gotta think long term and really build the organization. No, fuck you, Aaron Rodgers. That's all the Packers did. Like I just don't get it. Like the man is capable of winning Super Bowls. Every year the Packers have had a top 10 defense. They've gone in the championship, which is 3 years ever with Aaron Rodgers. And one of those years they won the Super Bowl. The man is capable. Just surround him with a little bit of talent and you could go where you want to go. Nope. We're going to draft a couple players to sit on the bench. Maybe these players will pan out in 5 years. By the time you're pretty much done, Aaron Rodgers, it's time to move on. And like, I'm not going to be surprised if people get fired over this in a couple of years at all. Oh,
So are the Packers still better than the Giants?
Oh, I mean, come on. Of course the Packers are better than the Giants. The Giants are trash. But the fact that we're comparing the two, like, just makes me sad. Like, you wouldn't compare a good team to total trash. But we're comparing the Packers to complete, utter garbage and the Giants. So, sad.
You know what that sounds like? You know what that sounds like to me, Marcos?
What does it sound like, George?
A fucking hater. It sounds like
a hater. What am I hating? This is just logical, rational.
It sounds like a fucking hater to me, and let me tell you why it sounds like a hater.
Let's hear it.
First of all, Tyler makes it sound like the fucking Packers are going to win the Super Bowl next year or the year after.
For the next 10 years, he said. For the next 10 years.
Yeah, the next 10 years. The Packers are fucking a dumpster fire. They've been a dumpster fire for many fucking years. They're always one of those teams. You know what the Packers are? They're one of those teams that do just good enough to go maybe 10-6, maybe 8-8, and fuck themselves in the draft consistently.
I mean, that makes sense.
That
makes sense since they went to the conference championship last year and were 1 game away from the Super Bowl. Yeah, you're right.
You know what? But that's 2 games. That's 2 games from winning a Super Bowl. And you know what that does for you? You didn't win it. So you get a late draft pick.
You know what is not 2 games from winning a Super Bowl is going 8-8.
Hey,
which is what you just said. What you just said 30 seconds ago.
I agree. But I mean, no one gives a fuck about the Packers because they have no way of winning it. So no one cares. I moved on from the Packers in the NFC. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
The NFC, I was looking at San Francisco last year. Truth be told, they looked pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
They did. They looked really good. They looked better than the Packers.
No doubt.
And you know who looked really good, which I actually was kind of disappointed with, was Baltimore. Because I thought
Lamar Jackson.
I thought Baltimore was it last year. Lamar Jackson was unbelievable. I was like, damn, this kid is it.
I'm not mad at the Chiefs winning a championship. Like, the people there, Andy Reid deserves that, all of that. Okay. But I still completely disagree with you, George, that the Packers are a dumpster fire. They're a winning team every year. They're going to conference championships.
You know what?
They won a Super Bowl a few years back.
There's plenty of teams that are there all the time, man. And you know what? You just have to sit down and realize, look, you're just going to be one of those teams that gets into the playoffs. You know, the fans get a little bit of excitement, but they're not going to win it. And it's okay. You know, you're still making money. You know, your fans have some, maybe every now and then, you know, a blind squirrel finds a nut. You know, maybe you get one, but it ain't going to be with Aaron Rodgers anytime soon based off of your draft. Let's be honest.
Marcos, we're on this call, we're surrounded by salty bitches whose teams can't even make the playoffs. Whew, salty.
Look, now, if you want to get back to the Giants draft, the offensive tackle made sense in the first round. I wish they would have got that defensive player. I think the Cardinals actually picked up. Did they not?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that's like can play like any fucking position on D.
That's what they say.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, because the Giants, they fucking needed a defense. Do I think Jones is the fucking quarterback of the future? I can't even get through it. No.
Is he the quarterback of the future?
No. I mean, look, I wish I was
Daniel Jones.
I wish he's got a great name though, Daniel Jones. I mean, I like it, but I mean,
Mike Jones.
You know, I mean,
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones. No relation. No relation. Different daddies for sure.
Who has more Super Bowls, the Packers or the Giants?
The Packers.
How many Super Bowls do you have?
How many Super Bowls? 4.
We have 4.
You both have 4?
I lived through all of mine. How many did you live through, Tyler?
2.
Okay, yeah. So I've got 4. Twice as nice, baby.
Hey, I mean, you know what?
But in there, we had Phil Sims. We had Phil Sims for 1, right? We had Jeff Hostetler for the 2nd. Remember Jeff Hostetler, Marcos?
Oh, yeah. I remember Jeff Hostetler.
Jeff Hostetler.
That's Jeff going way back.
They went to Oakland and fucking way back, right? And then who else you had? You had Eli with 2, I believe, right? Is that 2 and both two-time Super Bowl MVPs?
You had
no less,
their
right?
defense with 2. Okay. And the only reason the defense did not get MVP is because you can't elect the entire defense to get MVP.
Really? You couldn't get Michael Strahan any during that game, right? He had nothing to do with that game at all, right? He was good. He was good. He was all over that game.
The guy that caught the football against his helmet.
It would have been more rewarded.
David Tyree, guy that never has to pay for a drink or a steak again in the city.
Ever again?
Ever.
All right. Who's going to have the better record this year? The Packers or the Giants?
That's easy. George, I'll let you answer so you could trash your team.
You know, honestly, I don't know.
You don't know?
Stupid.
No, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. I mean, are we even going to have a season? That's my question. Are we going to have a season?
I think
so. Basically, you're just trying to avoid the question.
You're
trying to avoid the question. The question is a hypothetical. If they play football, who has a better record? And you're like, well, I don't know if they'll even have a season, or maybe not.
I don't know. I think
the NFL season.
If they have a season, who has a better record? We all know. We all know.
I don't think so. I think the Giants have a legitimate shot of maybe going 10-6 this year.
10-6.
You're a Cleveland Browns fan, bro. Your team is like 1-15 in the offseason. You think they're going to win the Super Bowl? Come on, man.
I think Daniel Jones played really good towards the tail end. I mean, we got Saquon Barkley, who's legit. He strengthened up that side with that offensive tackle. We'll be all right. The question is how the defense going to be.
I can't wait to watch this after the next NFL season. And
look, I hope we can watch it. Honestly, I hope we can watch it. Because
we'll watch it with no fans.
Yeah.
Like WrestleMania. I mean,
how do you do social distancing in football? I haven't even watched that. Have you watched that?
What? WrestleMania?
Any of the wrestling? Have you watched any of that?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it. It's very weird watching these guys wrestle with nobody in the crowd. It's super quiet. Yeah, it's not good. I don't like it at all.
That's gonna be NASCAR. NASCAR is opening up 7 races in North Carolina, but no fans.
That's crazy. What about the UFC trying to rent another island? Have you heard that?
You know what I'm actually shocked.
I'm down.
I'm actually shocked that they canceled the Masters. You don't need fucking people for the Masters. You can imagine how great the ratings would have been for golf with nothing going on. It would have been insane.
All right.
Everybody would have tuned in. Let's be honest. You would have tuned in for 3 days.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have.
All right. I
It
gotta
would have
get
been
you.
on the TV.
I gotta get you guys on the record. What's the Packers record gonna be, and what's the Giants record gonna be for the upcoming season?
Packers record 11-5. Giants record 3-13. I think
3-13.
I think I'm being optimistic for the Giants, like real optimistic. I'm probably giving them 300% more wins than they'll actually get, but I'll say 3-13 and be nice.
100% more. All right, George, what do you think?
I think the Bears win that division.
The Bears?
Uh,
If you just said the Vikings, maybe.
I'd say the
maybe
Bears.
I'd give that.
I said the
some
Bears win the
no.
division. The Vikings get the wild card.
And the Packers what?
Mm.
What happens to the Packers?
They missed out. They're like 8-8, maybe 7-9. I think Rodgers is butthurt this season. They're set. He ain't doing his discount double check fucking belt. You know, he's all pissed off. And I think, yeah, double checking his ass to watching the fucking playoffs. I tell you that. And then I think the Giants are maybe realistically, I don't know, not 8-8, maybe 9-7. You know, maybe they miss the playoffs or the second wild card team. You know, I don't think they're winning the division. But then again, you know, I think the NFC East is kind of garbage right now. I think everybody loves the Cowboys because they're America's team. They ain't shit. They've never been shit. They're terrible. I hope it's not the fucking Eagles. I hope it's not the Eagles. And, you know, Washington is Washington. They just fucking suck all the time. So, I mean, you know, I don't know. It's a crapshoot in the NFC East. You know, someone wins the division, they got to go in, but I don't really see it being a strong conference this year. No way.
Are you guys willing to bet a bottle?
The Redskins a better chance of winning the division than the Giants.
Huh?
I give the Redskins a better chance of winning the division than the Giants. Giants are trash.
I don't because the Redskins are the Redskins and they always find a way to fuck up. Like the Browns.
Exactly.
Look at all that talent
and they still have a better chance.
Look at the talent of the Browns, right? The Browns are garbage. Garbage. And when LeBron left, the city lost all hope. I'll see in 30 years.
For the NFL, when LeBron left?
When LeBron left Cleveland Cavaliers for the NBA, that was the only spot of sunshine that Cleveland had. That was it. They've resigned themselves to sucking in every other sport.
What about the Indians? What about the Cleveland Indians?
Same.
Not even with Charlie Sheen, the Wild Thing? Come on, man.
I mean, you know, yeah.
Such a good movie. Such a good movie. I said,
fuck you, Joe Boo. I do it myself.
All right, are you guys willing to bet a bottle on if the Packers have a better record or the Giants have a better record?
Yo, George, I will literally bet anything you want that the Packers have a better record in the next NFL season. I realize your mouth is full, which is pretty normal for you. Your mouth is typically full. So you have a hard time responding. But, once you swallow, which again, let me know what you think. What you want to bet on, George?
Let's go with a rack of ribs.
Ideal.
A rack of ribs?
Rack of ribs.
Rack of ribs.
So the rack of ribs is the bet. It's the wager on records between the Packers and the Giants.
Yep.
That's what we're going with.
Yo, homemade rack of ribs, full dinner with it, drinks, rack of ribs, all of it.
Are you going with that, George?
I'm down with that. Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Wow.
Dang.
Yeah, I'll make some ribs if I lose, but
worst case scenario, know what happens? I eat ribs.
Or
rack of ribs for the winner that the loser has to prepare, while
exactly.
the loser does not get to eat any.
I was gonna say, or you're preparing.
Made the bet. We're done.
You're preparing ribs for Tyler and watching him eat the ribs.
I'm liking these ribs. I made these ribs are fucking fire.
I'm gonna come over, George. I'll see you in 20 minutes. Come over there. Eat
The
some
ribs will be at the ribs will be on the curb.
Like Marcos'
Dirt.
Domino's pizza.
On the dirt.
On the dirt. Right there. Natural. Heating on this concrete in Arizona.
So guys, I don't have any more topics. So if there's other stuff you guys want to discuss, we can bring it up. Otherwise, we can wrap it up. Episode 2. Up to you guys.
Wrap it up, B. Wrap it up, B.
All right.
Let's wrap it up. I want to get into these ribs.
This is how every single one of these videos is going to end, with George saying he wants to get into some kind of food.
I like to eat, man. I'm hungry. It's 8 o'clock.
Hey,
I know,
you're
right? How's that beach body again?
I was just going to say,
how
how's that
beach body
Scottsdale
is?
pool party coming along?
They ain't no motherfucking carbs in these ribs. I'll tell you that shit right now.
Oh yeah, yeah. The barbecue sauce, no carbs in there at all. No sugar, none.
Nah, baby. This is fucking Cholula.
I can't with you.
All right. All right, fellas.
And a dry rub. Cholula and a dry rub.
Wait, is that what you prefer? A dry rub? Is that what you prefer?
You get more
Make it-
friction.
Make it so dry, so dry.
All right, I think this shit has gone haywire, and it's a good time to wrap it up.
Yeah.
I
Wrap it
agree.
up, fellas. Marcos, happy birthday, Marcos.
Thank you
Happy
very
birthday,
much.
man.
Thank you very
Cheers.
much. Thank
This
you
is the
very much,
Marcos
guys.
happy birthday division. Yeah. There you go, man.
We're gonna hit the bar definitely when this shit clears up. You guys are both coming with me. We're gonna get fucked up.
Oh, we're gonna get fucking we're getting trash when the bars open up for sure. I mean, just fucking stupid. And you know what? I don't think we're gonna be the only ones. They're just gonna let people wreck bars.
I think so. It's gonna be fucking crazy. Haywire.
Old Town Scottsdale is gonna be fucking just absolute mayhem.
All that pent up sexual frustration through the quarantine. Woo.
Dang, let's go. All right, guys. We'll do this again next
man,
week.
take it easy.
Hey, if we reach 80 views, we'll do this again next week, episode 3. How's that sound?
All right.
We'll talk about remdesivir for coronavirus. It'll be great. It'll be great.
That sounds good. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys next week, man.
Easy.
All right.
Hi.
Later.
Good night.
Man, later. Bye.